Okay, so we got Shy Glizzy and Young Jose. All right, so we have to get into the situation with them two. Young Jose has a song called "Free Earl" that describes a beef or some type of static that he has with Shy Glizzy. Have you heard about it? Have y'all heard about it?
Who the fuck is Young Jose?
Okay, so
a clout chaser. A clout chaser.
You think it's
okay?
We'll get to it.
Young Jose.
So let me give them the backstory real quick. Okay, so outside of the street shit or whatever that I will not discuss because this is not the podcast for that. He discussed.
This is no disclaimers.
I don't discuss street shit. I personally, Sabre, don't discuss street shit.
Ain't you from Glenarm?
I ain't from them Glenarm streets. I was in the Glenarm house. You heard.
Glenarm got
no shame in my game. I didn't go outside.
Oh, I'm repping the parkway.
Jumped off the porch late.
And my grandparents lived at the end of the cul-de-sac. I ain't leave that motherfucking circle.
Hey, you ever go to somebody's house and they got the blinds at the one else is Sabrae's door?
No, I was outside, but I ain't leave the circle. Okay.
Got you. Street lights. Sabrae, get your ass on in this house.
Don't you need that cul-de-sac?
Damn street lights on.
They was calling me, but I was already inside.
You couldn't go past the lamppost. Yeah, got you.
She had to stay in the cul-de-sac. What the fuck?
You.
Y'all better not be in that toilet.
That was my choice. That was my choice. Okay. Glenarm was awful. A little rough. Okay. Shout out to all my.
What's up, Wax? Shout out 51
Was it rough by the time you were born? I feel like it was wholesome.
It was. Nah, it's wholesome now.
Weren't you born after the apartments got torn down?
No, shut the fuck up. No, actually not. But no, so I won't discuss the street shit, but Young Jose feels like Shy Glizzy ultimately doesn't do enough for the hood or whatever. And so that's the sentiment that I could see.
I'm like,
what do Young Jose do for the hood?
Like, okay, hold on. Let me get.
I'm sorry.
I just had this. First things first, though. Young Jose, who even are you?
No, we gonna get to that.
Nobody knew who he was until the diss. That's why he made the diss.
Are you?
Well, okay. So let me.
Nobody.
So I'm not.
That key sweat. Nobody, baby.
Who the fuck are you? Nobody. So I'm sorry.
Young Jose declared that Shy Glizzy couldn't come back to 37, which is a hood in Washington D.C. I think it's Southeast. Is that Southeast?
Can we just end this now?
It's 37 Southeast. I'm not from DC.
You sounded like you were on
College Park.
You sounded like you were on CNN though. You were like, he said he couldn't come back to 37th, which is a hood in DC.
Yeah, you're not a news reporter.
Listen, I'm not a news reporter.
Like
Listen,
News
is it the southern side of East?
Listen, I'm not a news reporter.
You got to sound like we Vlad TV, like we like the feds or something.
Me. I understand that I am from here. We're all from here. But other people that listen to us and watch us, they might know Shy Glizzy from a couple features or something, but they don't know this area like that.
I believe it's
okay,
what is
so
that?
Let me make it
universal. And I definitely don't want to misspeak.
Hey, so anybody who's not from here, it's the trap. Is the trap 37. Universal? It's the trap. Okay.
All right. From 30, but to be specific, the 37. Okay. All right. I wanted to give a shout out. Another shout out.
First of all, it's 37th.
37th.
Add that FIHHIGH on it, okay?
37. Okay,
yeah,
that's it.
You. I appreciate it.
Not quite. It needs work, but
Sabrae said
37.
He's from the 32nd.
The 37th
block. Oh, it's 37th.
The 37th is that the southern side of East?
I think that people from that area, people from the actual trap, will respect that. I did not want to fuck that up. Okay, I didn't want to fuck that up, and I want to make sure I said the right place.
We called them. They said nah.
37. All right, that's it. 37th. All right, bet.
When it's a hood, you can't pronounce it right.
Right.
Okay. Well, note taken. I got you. All right, bet. Well, mistake won't happen again. So, oh yes. So if y'all don't know what DMV Hood's news is, this nigga is fucking hilarious. So he had the story. So shout out to him for the report. Mm-hmm. I love how he reports his news. The shit is so DCPG. I don't know who he is.
It's say DMV. I got followed.
DMV Hood's news. So shout out to that dude. He just the shit is hilarious, but he just sounds like a PG DC nigga. Like it's hilarious. But anyway. Young
Don't
Jose.
Get the DC niggas mad because if you put DC and PG together, they're gonna start calling us some Easies and shit.
All right, well,
yeah. Look, I don't give a fuck, but you know.
Well, please.
They don't like to be classified. They don't even like the DMV term.
Don't pick me apart for this. I'm just trying to.
Oh, no, I'm not.
Not you. But people, please. Please. I don't know much about this. I just want to come to a resolution, some type of understanding of what's going on here. So, Young Jose was a part of Glizzy Gang at one point. I don't know. I personally don't think this is a clout chase. But it does look like it, even though it does look like it. He made a song exposing Shy wasn't good over there and couldn't come back, but Shy went back
came
to
fucking
seven.
right back. Like T.I. came in Bowen Homes.
Shy Glizzy pulled up in 37th with the camera. That was the issue, okay? Yeah. So he came there and was like, hey, who run this or whatever, and then he showed up there. Yeah, but I just don't like this. I don't like this at all.
It's always
What are y'all thoughts?
This how you want to speak.
I don't even know what the fuck a young Jose.
So when you with somebody, this why I don't respect it, right? If a nigga a sucker and he a bitch, why was you running with him? Was he a sucker? Was he a bitch when you was running with him?
Yeah.
Now that you're not getting what you want from him,
now he's all these.
He's
things.
not benefiting. Now he's all of these things. So what does that say about you?
Your guardian
I got plenty of men that we may have fallen out with. We may have not made amends. I'm never speaking bad on him, because if I knew he was all of these things when I was with him, why was I hanging out with him? What does that make me?
Jose he's like a rapper.
He's a rapper. Yeah.
So now maybe you knew who he was. Me and y'all didn't know who he was, but now that he's made this song, he's popular. That's what I'm saying. Like it's a clout chasing, because now people. When you're a man,
now he's now. 137 views on YouTube. Go ahead on that song.
When you're 137,000.
I meant. Okay. My bad.
People be trying to find like a dent in your armor.
Yeah.
So it's like anything that someone says, they be like, "Oh, is that true? Oh, he never sold drugs, or he never killed anybody."
Right.
Because like when artists, it's kind of like that. Like rap is a machismo sport. So you got to be the toughest, you got to be the biggest, you got to have the most money. So like when people want to find weaknesses, it's you're going to get a lot of hate. So if somebody say, okay, just like I don't think he's telling the truth, somebody's going to say, well, he's from his hood. He used to be with Glizzy Gang. He must know something. He has insider, trading information. So people want to find a way to hate Glizzy, because Glizzy at the top. Glizzy one of the top three, to me, one of the top 3 rap artists to come out of here. So
I would say that, but then I would also say like he's not he's made it here, but he hasn't made it in my opinion to the full potential that he will.
Beyonce was singing awesome at her concert.
No,
not major.
That was a definitely. I mean, she played OT Genesis too, but
OT Genesis is
open for her in Baltimore.
And that's dope. But so do you think that this is the highest he's going to get in his career?
No,
and that's all I'm saying.
That's all I'm saying.
It's
a dick ride though. I just feel like at the end of the day, it's like don't wait until this point in time to want to get your issue off. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, dog. Like you was on dicks before, but now all of a sudden it's just like I don't. If my ops is talking about me, that shit already suspect. But because you the ops. I don't give a fuck if we used to be friends. You the ops, so it's already suspect.
I understand that. I do think this is more nuanced than just, this online, the diss song. I think that it probably comes from something. Even though I don't like it, I just believe regardless if it's justified or not, this behavior breeds a lot of ego-related issues that can go extremely left. Okay? Jose is talented. Let's be clear. And show us he is, and because I've listened to it. Because y'all say I don't listen to DMV music.
I appreciate that. But I appreciate that. That's dope.
I don't trust your taste.
That's fine. But look, I think he's talented. Hold on, so is Shy Glizzy, and it just really comes off as crabs in the barrel shit.
I don't respect it. I don't respect niggas that move like that. So off the strength of that alone, I'm not about to listen to shit.
Make a name off your own name. Not off another nigga name.
Don't piggyback and dick ride to get shine. I think don't ride a nigga coattails.
Don't use my name to get you to the next level. Use your content. Use your skill.
Like if you was like that, you wouldn't have to do that.
If you got smoke with me, have smoke. When somebody says you don't give back to the hood, that's public housing. What the fuck is he supposed to be doing? Because he didn't pay for your aunt's medical bill because you reached out to him, like that's that's how niggas move. So I've never made that much money, so I'm not the nigga to talk. Right. But I'm just saying, like, imagine everybody around it who's had one interaction with them at the ice cream truck, this and that. They be like, oh, I know him, this and that. He don't be looking out, this and that. That's how niggas go broke. You always hear about these like Powerball winners. Like you be like, how could you be so fucking stupid and blow all that money? You know why? Because you got your aunts that raised you, who babysit you. They got cousins that need cars, this and that.
That's them professional athletes that be broke as shit.
And you want to feel like, oh, I'm solid. I made it from the hood. I want to give back. Now you broke, and you know what they're going to say? Nothing. They don't have the money. They don't have the funds to do what you can do. So when you go broke, what they going to say about you?
And that's why it's important. And that brings me to the next question. But before I ask the next question, I just want to say, if you are an artist or you're somebody that is...
Dave, top 3. Who bigger than Shy?
All right, so hold on, wait. Before we get to that, if you are an artist and you're listening, or you're somebody that can have a financial impact on your community that you claim, create opportunities. Just don't go and give out money or give out book bags. Don't just give the people fish. Teach them how to fish if you can.
But I also feel like your regular ass niggas could stand to fucking help your community out too. Stop complaining about what other people are not doing when you ain't lending a free hand to help your fucking community out.
From what I understand and from what I heard from this guy, Young Jose, he does do things in the community to help those in the community. That is what I heard. Gotcha. I cannot confirm that, but I'm just saying that's what his name is ringing in.
But I would say this: everything is not documented.
That is true.
Right.
You know
that is true.
How about if you look out for it? Go ahead,
I wanted to ask the question because that goes right into the question, and I'll have you answer that first. So a lot of artists get a lot of heat for not giving back enough to the hoods they represent in their music, and where they receive credibility or whatever from. So what are y'all thoughts on that? Like
who gets to define what's enough? Is what I'm trying to figure out. What's enough? Because niggas ain't never gonna be satisfied. If you're gonna keep it a buck,
talk that
niggas
shit.
Never gonna be satisfied. So it's always gonna be something. It's always gonna be somebody wanting more. It's never gonna be enough because like Sean said, niggas' perspective on giving back is making they want you to make sure everybody else is solid. They want you to put the whole goddamn neighborhood on your back, and it's just not niggas. It's not. Come on, dog.
You help them, but why you ain't help me?
Right. They make
who the fuck are you? Like sometimes it's who are you? Just because you came up in my hood don't mean I owe you anything. So let's be real here now. If you want to get back to your area, or you want to try to make your area safer, or you want to donate to the schools or something that's going to be all-purpose benefit, but these niggas don't be worried about nigga donating to schools.
Home is where the hate is. Look how much Katie gave back.
Home is where the hate is.
Home is where the hate is.
People say, oh, Katie, you didn't come to the Wizards. But you see how much money he built the basketball court. He gave the farms money because people would never be fucking satisfied. That's why you can never appease everybody. That's why you gotta drive in your own lane, because when you don't drive in your own lane, you're going to crash.
So, don't even try.
So a lot of, and speaking of that, you have a lot of artists that have seen the unfortunate, untimely death of Nipsey Hussle and thinking things like, well, what if we can't go back there? Sad. I know. And like, what if we can't go back there, or it might be unsafe? And if home is where the haters are, like, should I feel safe going there? But in the same token, if you feel like that, which you have every right to, should they still heavily represent that hood or whatever?
You can represent wherever you came from, because if I make it, nigga, I'm in McLean. I'm in Calabasas.
But that's where the fuck you from, though. That's your hood. You gonna rep your hood regardless, because that's where you came up at. Okay. So regardless of whether people hating on you from there or not, it's gonna be haters everywhere. Niggas from home gonna hate because it's you and not them, or because you didn't put them on, or because you didn't give them money, or because you didn't buy their auntie a fucking Coach bag or whatever the fuck these old bitches be wearing. So one way or another, somebody gonna be salty about something. But that's your hood. That's what raised you.
Yeah.
You can rep your shit regardless.
I'm not gonna be a millionaire living on Lanchwan Avenue.
I feel it. But I'm not talking about living there. I'm talking about like going back there, like, and actually doing stuff. Because,
man, I'm good on any MLK Boulevard.
I mean, that's up to you. But you see,
But I'm saying, if you decide, like, you know what, I'm gonna stay around there, it might risk my life. Should you still be able to heavily represent the location of your music?
If I blew big, Capitol Heights gonna get taken care of first. Seat Pleasant, all the surrounding DH. I'm gonna make sure, you know what I'm saying. But I'm not going to break my back and bend over backwards, because then that's the thing is, people say, well, why don't Katie, live home? Because you got to come in contact with all the people. Like,
yes.
Like every day you're gonna.
I didn't make millions to live in Seat Pleasant, motherfucker. Like,
no,
let's be real here.
You have to keep some type of barrier or distance to keep your sanity.
Absolutely. Right, you can't be that accessible.
They say that about a lot of athletes, even college athletes. You know, they're more focused when they are away from home than they are when they are home, depending on their, you know.
And you don't want to be that damn accessible. Like, niggas didn't make M's to go still live in Seat Pleasant.
Well, that's the thing, that maybe they're not saying still live in Seat Pleasant, but maybe live in Bowie or Upper Marlboro. But I get what you're saying as well. I think he should live wherever the fuck he want to live. He worked hard to get to the place where he's at.
And that's the problem, though. That's the problem right there, is that people don't understand that when a nigga anybody puts in work to earn their own M's, you don't get to tell them how to spend their bread, sweetheart. I'm sorry. You was not shooting with that nigga in the gym. Yeah. You don't get to tell him where he spent his money at, or what to do with his money, or what he need to give, because these, like I said, the same people that's complaining about the rich niggas that got out the hood and what they don't donate, won't donate your time.
I understand
to help some free shit. So I really don't want to fucking hear it.
I understand it. But I do believe that if you claim a neighborhood, or if you heavily, like, if that neighborhood helps get where you need to be, you should do something to give back to the place where you come from.
Let me tell you something.
No,
but how you do it is that don't mean you making individual handouts.
No, I don't even agree with handouts. I don't even agree with charity. But go ahead.
I'm not trying to get like fake woke. Mm-hmm. The neighborhood is not like it's a place. The hood don't never do nothing for you. Mm-hmm. It never does. Most of the people don't never do nothing for you. It's like, you got your
That's true.
good
You're
friends.
Right.
Like what y'all. What
rappers,
the hood?
But rappers, the hood does do something for
them.
Look
what Dave said. Dave said, but niggas gonna say how you rep our hood, but you not in the hood. You not in the streets.
So like in my hood,
you supposed to die in the streets?
So in my where I grew up, Capitol Heights never did nothing for me in itself. Like I formed like great bonds with people that like I would have those bonds, but like what did it do for me? Like it took away a lot of niggas that I care for.
Right.
Yeah.
It took a lot of niggas that I care for. So it's like when I give back, I'm trying to make it so like, yo, I grew up here. I don't want your kids to not have the resources that I didn't have, the playgrounds, But
I get.
Okay.
Where does Wale? I'll use him as an example. Where does he claim that he's from? Where does he claim he's from? Where does Wale claim that he's from? What part of D.C.?
DMV.
He claims D.C. He says he's from Washington, D.C. No, seriously. I'm asking a real question. Like, where does he claim that he's from?
I don't know. I don't
want to.
He said
he's from the PA Palace.
Okay.
I don't know.
But we all know that he's from Montgomery County, right?
I don't know where the fuck the nigga
but the point that I'm making is where he claims and where he's from is two different things. He uses where he claims to give him the credibility to get where he's at. So you motherfucking right, he owes the community that he claims to do something for them. I'm not talking about individual handouts. I'm just talking about some type of something.
So let me tell you this. Street niggas are fake too. They some of the fakest niggas out there because guess what? Chris Brown can become a blood. You know why? Because
money, extortion.
He's got money. He's gonna put us on the map. So they'll let him claim being a blood. So for example, say for example, my aunt lived around 37th.
37.
Guess what? If I get to that top, niggas, of course, if I'm rapping, I'm from here, this and that. What you think they're going to say? No, because they want to be in my videos. They want to reap the benefits. But as soon as I don't do one thing correctly, this bitch ass nigga ain't never put in the work.
But I'm not talking about that one thing. I'm talking about you do owe the community something.
No, but Wale reps DC because a lot of other rappers don't respect him. So now this how people are strategic, especially artists from here. Wale is the gatekeeper here. I don't care what nobody say.
No, he is for sure.
So when people see DC or you think of rapping, you think of Wale. So guess what? I'm not going to diss him because guess what? This could be my chance. That's true. I get him on a song or this and that. So I got to keep him close because if I start speaking my true feelings on Wale, like nigga, somebody might reach out and say, oh, what you feel about this rapper Wale? And they be like, oh, fuck that nigga. And they're going to cancel your ass. Yeah. So it's like we also are not like true to like who we fuck with, this and that. People will say they don't like Wale. Let Wale come to a show and be like, let me get on the fucking feature with you. They gonna hop right on that motherfucking feature.
That's true. So that is true. Okay, so
Dave said niggas repping buildings and homes that'll be gentrified in 2 to 3 years.
Which brings me to the moral of the story. For me, and I'll let you guys share. The moral of the story is I'm really not for that whole unity, that whole kumbaya shit and all that. I'm not even really for that. Even when it comes to the DMV, all I care about is respect, and I think that those two dudes should respect each other, whether they disagree with each other or not, because the community that you're from will get the residuals of whatever. Like
I feel like young Jose should respect him, because if you hadn't jumped out there like that, it wouldn't have been no issue. So
but we don't know who struck first. That's all I'm saying.
Well, but that could have been behind the scenes though. So if you struck on a public platform, you was out here trying to get shine off that man's name. I don't respect that shit. But at the end of the day,
if young Jose is street nigga like street niggas, why he ain't handle him how he's supposed to handle him?
I don't know.
I know. No, I'm just saying. Like, look, exactly. And don't get me wrong. I'm not no street nigga, but I know how the streets work. Like, if you want to get with a nigga, you going to get with him.
According to the report,
he wanted shine.
According to the report, he came after he told Glizzy to meet him at a certain location or whatever, and he didn't have no cameras out because he wanted to confront him or whatever. And Shy Glizzy came with the camera, so apparently that made it like, okay, well, it's not much we can do because this nigga's recording us the whole time.
If you have an issue, if it's not a street issue, because clearly his issue was not giving back to the community, have a sit down with that man. Let's communicate. Let's come up with a solution. Let's see. Hey, why? I don't know. What you want to shoot him?
If that's what he wanted, then it shouldn't have been camera or no camera. That shouldn't have been no issue. But if you we can't do what we want to do, then you wasn't coming at him on no shit. I just feel like you coming at that man on some hate and shit, and I just feel like you trying to get clout off that man's name.
Man,
and I think that's
communication is what builds the best relationships, whether it's friendships, romantic. Mm-hmm. I'm in the lounge the other day with my mans, right? Nigga had on, y'all know I'm not in his shoes. I guess he had on some expensive Jordans, you know what I'm saying? I stepped on him on accident. The nigga put his cup down like, nigga, I'm about to dog your shit. Oh. So me, I'm like, I'm with 6 niggas in here. We gonna beat the shit out you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm standing next to him. I'm ready to wreck this nigga. And then I said, you know what? I said, man, I ain't mean to step on your Jordans. I know they fresh, this and that. I said, it's super crowded in here, man. Like, let me buy you a drink. Dap him up. He's like, you know what, man? He said, man, I've been drinking. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of fucked up. Like, I appreciate you. He said, I jumped out there, like, too much. Like, sometimes it just takes communication to see some shit before it gets too fucking far. Like, if you feel like Glizzy not giving back to the community, don't make a diss song about him. Because, man, we
what, you gonna bully him into giving back? Like,
you know, what is Glizzy supposed to say? You know what? You right, young Jose.
Let me not be able to go back to my...
I the nigga whose shoes I stepped on. No, you got me fucked up. It's like...
Yeah, but no, but look, I know we were both at it because I'm like, oh shit, let me put down my drink. This nigga took off his hat. Yeah. This nigga pause. He was bigger than me. The nigga had his, deltoid short. No, I'm just saying. I had to size him up. But then look, guess what? I'm not 18 no more. I'm not 20. Like, this and that. I'm like...
One blow to the windpipe, he'd have been out of there.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Niggas always go for the face. You hit a nigga in the stomach, he's out of there. But anyway, man, let me buy you a drink. Let me dead this shit.
You want to be T-Pain so bad.
He said he was wrong. He said he was wrong.
That's some real shit.
And then after that,
he said it was their team joints.
Look, I'm not no fashionista. I know they had the I think there was some off-white joints because they had the bread tie on them joints, the country crop.
Was it white, off-white?
He said the zip tie. He said the bread.
They had the zip ties on them, so I guess he was like, man,
on it, or was the nigga doing an alley-oop?
I just had some Ultra Boost on, so he was probably looking at me like, nigga,
like you better respect my shit.
My Ultra Boost was 180.
Was it a jump man or was the nigga shooting a free throw? Like the fuck?
I don't know.
But honestly, though, when it comes to this whole thing, just respect. Even if you disagree with the person, just respect it. Because that 37th, from what I looked up, is heavily policed at all times. So it's really not enough you can get off of it.
Police don't, and I'm sorry, police don't, my father told me this. The white man is the most protected man in D.C. And we always talk about like gentrification and shit like that.
That's a fact.
Because police do not care about black on black crime.
They don't.
As soon as you touch, you know why white people can walk down the street with dogs and shit like that? Because black people know if you commit a crime against the white people, they're going to shut this whole motherfucking block down. If you shoot a black nigga, you fight a black nigga, they don't fucking care. Yeah. It don't care how many police is around there.
Am I sharing this?
Yeah, no, don't share it. But lastly, nobody needs to claim they run anywhere unless they own property there or can create opportunities for people in need that live there. Period. As far as I'm concerned. To claim that you run that area or that somebody can come in that area or cannot come back to that area. If you don't own shit out there, it's not really much you can say.
How you claim public housing?
Nobody
gives a fuck, and honestly, no one gives a fuck where you're from.
What did hoe say? We was like, you don't die over the hood that your mama renting.
Yeah, I'm not dying over a fucking hood. Like you know when you die, you know what niggas say? He was a good nigga. They show a text.
Yeah, I don't want to.
And then guess what? They move on with their lives. They still going to them day parties, still fucking these hoes, still buying cars that they can't afford the note on. Like life goes on.